win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Huskies will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense will come out first. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer. But one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Let's talk for a minute about Southern Miss. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. The Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Washington Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup
breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
and the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
He's got him.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Eagles are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Nice move to keep running. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Eagles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Great job by the back on the option. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it. He can do the rest. Takes it to the house for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The give to the lone running back. Inside the 40. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Lets it fly! And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And the Golden Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Hunt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
That's a really nice route there by the slot receiver on the slant. He took his time, he set up the DB, put his foot in the ground, crossed his face.
The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Creates a little room. Smacks it with the stiff arm. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. There he goes. The 20. The inside. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Kansas State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. That defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the run and be physical. But, man, when you can get a beat and understand it's going to be a pass and jump off the snap like this, make a big play, and now you put them behind the sticks, and the advantage goes big time to the defense.
And the Golden Eagles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Paul.
Running free. Hits him with a stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
A little release to the back. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Let's chat for just a moment about Southern Miss. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Give to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's James. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Snagged in the middle, it's James. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Finds a spot in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the ground with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Eagles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much on that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Rides to the back and leaves it. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
3rd downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
Washington trying to convert this 4th down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
Touchdown, Washington! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And the point after is good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find.
Turning it on. Running through contact. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle, it's James. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go with a direct snap. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Makes the grab. It's James. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. So now it's second and long. The give to the tailback. Just ran over it. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Third down play from the gun. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down.
Green 25.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The RPO, it's complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Gives it on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Golden Eagles will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got it near midfield. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Direct snap. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to...
Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does.
Get set, get set.
He wants to throw it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
29 Philly. 2.
Looking to fire. Back swinging for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Trying to get it done with a run here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Speeding down the left side. Running inside the 20. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. And watch. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play.